Chris, tell us about your new Running the Numbers piece.
Well, for at least a decade, I have been trying to figure out how to make a Running the Numbers piece, or any artistic piece, that faces the issue of global climate change. And it's so hard because, like, plastic is something we can see and relate to and hold in our hands and that we visibly use. And carbon in the atmosphere is this invisible gas that doesn't have a size. And so how do we relate to 37 gigatons of carbon, which is the estimate of the amount of carbon released into the atmosphere by the human burning of fossil fuels last year? 37 billion tons.
Wow.
So each ton is 2,000 kilos, 37 billion metric tons. So what is that? 74 trillion kilograms. It's
impossible to imagine.
Yeah, of an invisible gas.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we comprehend that and relate to it? And also, how do we each feel our own powerlessness when we make infinitesimally small changes in our own life and entire countries keep building coal-fired power plants, etc.? Such a hard issue. So I've been wrestling and talking with my friends at the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, where I've been doing this artist residency. And so I have this new piece that's just a stab in the dark at trying to face this issue. So what it is, it's 4 panels that are 2.5 meters tall each, so very large pieces, that when you go all the way up close, you see in each panel 600,000 tiny pieces of coal, each piece representing a kilogram of carbon release.
Wow.
So it's 2.4 million. Now I'm getting the numbers wrong. I think I reduced it to pounds. It's 2.4 million pounds,
Mm-hmm.
which is the amount of carbon dioxide released into the air by the human burning of fossil fuels every second.
Oh, wow. Okay.
24/7, 365. 2.4 million pounds per second. And they're black because that's the color of coal. It's black on black.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look really carefully at this array of 4 panels, that I used 4 to represent the 4 directions,
Mm-hmm.
because the wind blows in the 4
Right.
directions. You can barely make out the outline of the Moai statues, those kind of incredibly iconic and frightening, macabre faces of those stone statues on Easter Island. And the reason I chose those is because I can't think of a more iconic image of a civilization that extincted itself, knowing that they were doing that, but they couldn't stop themselves.
Wow, high impact piece, as everything else you do.